Hello Internet, I'm Janok and I'm going to run through my Day 5 territory battles. I'm going to start in the light side planet of Lothal, this bottom combat mission, which is Jedi only. I'm going to be using my Jedi Knight Luke team, Jedi Knight Luke lead with Jedi Master Luke, and today I'll be going with Mace Windu, Grandmaster Yoda, and Ki-Adi-Mundi. And we'll go ahead and do the mass assist on the scout in the back. With operations filled, this is going to go even faster than normal. Go ahead and stun everyone. And that slows them down to Jedi Knight Luke's speed. Go ahead and steal that speed up. Now that they're slow, we're going to pass that around to everyone on our team to make us fast. Alright, they don't have any stacks left, so we'll go ahead and kill off this recon trooper since he's got a stack of the locked buff. And now we'll go after the scout trooper. And the other scout troopers do basic. And we'll go after the healer. I'm going to save that mass assist to hopefully end the round with. Although we end up killing him too fast this round, Luke will not have his, yeah, might as well do it now. Luke's not going to have his stun ready for this bonus turn, but at least we can start slowing people down. And it guarantees he goes first. Then we'll go ahead and steal the speed up anyways with Yoda and pass it around to everyone. And we'll go up to the recon trooper. Just going to leave the other scout trooper alive for a minute so that Grandmaster Yoda can steal his buff again. Do the mass assist, see if we can't get a... Nope, need one more turn for Jedi Knight Luke to get his stun out. So go after the officer while we wait for Grandmaster Yoda to steal the buff. Alright, we'll steal it. Pass the speed up around. And go ahead and take out Scout now because there's no way he survives until we steal it again. Now we'll go up to the healer. And we'll go after the tank last. Do the mass assist, and that should be enough. Okay, so today in this top right mission, I'm going to use my Leia team. So, taking in Mon Mothma, Admiral Raddus, R2, and Drogan. And again, we'll go up to the Scout Trooper first. We're going to put the stealth onto Drogan, protect our damage dealer. Alright. Gonna go after this leftmost guy since he's got one of the locked buffs anyways. Gonna go ahead and use the AE here to take off all of those defensive buffs that they had. And we'll stay on this guy. Put the assist buff onto Leia. And this guy's got another stack of that locked buff, so he definitely needs to die anyways. I'm going to save his middle ability for next round, I mean. We're actually almost done with this round, so I'm already going to start conserving specials. Go and finish off the recon trooper now. And we'll go after the stormtrooper commander. And we'll finish off with the tank. Alright, now we should have a lot of our abilities off cooldown. So we'll go after Scout Trooper and back. And we'll put Drogan under stealth. Gonna actually target the other one, get rid of his speed up as well. I'll go and do our ultimate here. And we'll put that on Radis. There's AE. Basically just start spamming everything in the second wave. No reason to save anything. Kill the other scout trooper. And then we're going to go after the recon trooper. Kill the Imperial officer next. Now we'll go after the healer. And we'll finish up with the tank. Pretty easy win. So we'll move on to the fleet mission. Very often I'd use Radis here because it is a great fleet, but since I have Profundity, I will go ahead and use it. This is an extremely trivial fight with Profundity, as most are. Going with the standard fleet, HansMF Falcon, Outrider, Rebel Y-Wing. Rogue One is your first reinforcement, then Phantom, and just bringing Cassian and Biggs for a safety net in case something goes wrong, but it never does. We're going to go straight after Imperial TIE Bomber. Do the radar dish. And we'll do the third ability here. And it's going to do a basic here to get some good damage on him. A special. And we didn't get the protection disruption from Y-Wing, but should be alright. Go ahead and do that special ability. Call in Rogue One. Now we're just going to do a basic since it does more damage. I'll do basic again. That kills him off. Now we're going to shift to TIE Advanced. And just basic. Go into offensive stance. And we'll bring in Phantom. Phantom has a pretty nice hit for his third ability. And we'll just continue doing basics. Basics on HansMF and Falcon are nice because they dispel buffs. Basics on the Rogue One is nice because it does more damage than his AE. Single target anyways. No reason to do the protection disruption here, so I just did a basic with Y-Wing. Basic again. Do the ultimate. And then just finish this guy off however you want. So that finishes off Lothal for me. I'm going to move to Vandor. Let's see. I'm going to be using my Ahsoka Tano team in this bottom left mission. So we'll be bringing in Ezra and Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. And then we're going to round out the team with not Cat, regular Ahsoka Tano and Hondo. This is a full auto team, but you should probably, before you start, you're going to want to put a couple things. If you want people to survive, you're going to want to put captured on someone other than the person that you're targeting off the bat, which Hondo gets a turn, so we're going to put captured back here. I mean, he's still probably not going to survive forever because the dots are going to, the dots and the A's are going to add up on him. So since he's already dead, Fulcrum's probably going to die too. Let's go ahead and go full auto then. The dots won't matter to Ezra Exile, and Fulcrum's looks like she's probably about to die off. Yeah. So Ezra and Ahsoka Tano are enough to carry this. Occasionally you can keep Hondo or Fulcrum alive. Particularly if you have Hondo alive. Every once in a while you need to move over and have them hit the box to remove their dots so they don't kill themselves. I'd say right around 5 or 6 stacks is probably when I'd normally do that. But these two are enough to finish it out. It takes a little while, but it's a nice, easy, full auto team. Basically, if you have Ahsoka Tano unlocked and Ezra, then you can, with 2 characters, you can essentially finish this fight if you have a couple garbage characters to throw with them. It doesn't really matter who you take out next, just as long as you focus someone down, it'll make it go a little bit faster. Yeah, so because constant counterattacks keep everyone buffless, which is nice. You don't have to. You never get stuck behind taunt. There's an armor shred finally. And on to the final two, finally. Yeah, they have enough healing. They'll probably both need 2 stacks armor shred too. Well, that one actually took a decent amount of damage. Maybe one will be enough for these guys. All right. Only needed 1 stack of armor shred. All right, on to the second wave, which is mostly the same. Oh, I just realized I think I used this in the wrong spot. I think I was going to do the upper right mission with this team. Not sure if she has what it takes to kill off Nest. But we will find out. For some reason, I think I normally use this in the upper right because Nest would normally win. Yeah, what I'm reading says it can't beat Nest. I feel like this may end up being a timeout with Nest there, even with armor shreds on Nest. that'd be a shame. I could have. If it turns out that we can't actually beat Nest, it means I lost a wave from a preventable mistake. Misread my spreadsheet. But so long as both of these stay alive, if Nest doesn't kill either of them, then I think we'd have a chance, because with the stacking armor shreds, she can stack armor shreds onto Nest, and then Ezra can do his big hit on Nest whenever she takes a turn and doesn't have bonus protection, so maybe we'll take it out of auto. We'll go ahead and do... I'm going to start putting armor shreds on Nest. And then not damage Nest until it's time for Ezra to do his big hit. See if we can't start whittling down some of that protection. Alright, and then we'll go back to someone else. That didn't do very much protection damage, did it? But I'm not worried about the rest of the team killing off us. I'm just only worried about Nest killing us off. So I'm going to continue trying to stack armor shreds. Wait for Nest to take a turn like she did there. And then we're going to leave Nest alone until it's time for Ezra's big hit. Alright, then we'll do the big hit on Nest and see if we can't take some protection off. So we are whittling away a little bit of her protection, so it's all a matter of whether we can get enough armor shreds so that eventually we can one-shot her health with Ezra, which is unlikely but not impossible. We'll see. Do that big hit again, see if we can't take some more protection off. Gonna throw another armor shred on. I'm just going to do a basic because I want the armor shred on Nest, and a basic because I want to save the big hit. Alright, so we'll put that armor shred on. And then we have to wait for Ezra to take a turn. Alright, so Ezra doesn't have any bonus protection left, so we'll go ahead and do the big hit. I mean, Nest doesn't have any bonus protection left before we did that attack. Alright, so let's go back to attacking other people then. Yeah, I'm feeling like Ezra's big hit just might not be enough. It is whittling down the protection. But I don't think it's going to be enough to take out all that health in one shot. Throw another armor shred on. And no bonus protection, so we'll do the big hit. Should be almost out of regular protection now. Yep, just a sliver. Probably one more good hit. But it doesn't look like we're probably going to be making enough headway to where we can actually kill Nest off. Definitely not a quick fight. Throw another armor shred. Alright, so Nest has no more bonus protection. And no regular protection, so now we'll get an idea of how much a regular hit's going to do. Just a sliver of health. Yeah. Maybe if we had 10,000 armor shreds on there. But probably not even then. And it looks like her damage is ramping up because she's doing more damage to our Ezra, so pretty soon here she's probably going to end up one-shotting our Ezra, and if Ezra's gone, then there is no hope. Now, we could have been killing off the sides here, but using them so that I don't have to generate bonus protection on Nest. Well, you know, her health didn't regenerate there. I don't know. We'll keep going. If her health doesn't regenerate, then I guess it's possible. I thought she had a big... Ah, yeah, right there. I thought she had a big health steal, which she just healed up to full. I was going to do a basic. Save the big hit for Nest. Save the armor shred for Nest. Yeah, that's minuscule. We'd need like 10 of those hits. 10 of those hits or 1,000 or more armor shreds. I don't think either one's likely. Now wait, I'll give one more armor shred. If it doesn't look like we're making any progress with 10 armor shreds, yeah, do at least a quarter damage. Darn it. Alright, let's see what we do. Yeah, it looks like it might be a little more. Probably still need like 50 armor shreds. And I'm pretty sure her damage is ramping up. Yeah, see. Took away all the protection, almost half the life. Ah. Wasted an armor shred. No, I think we're just going to go ahead and call this. We'll get our 1 out of 2. Alright, so we'll go on to the fleet battle. Lessons are learned. Don't use Ahsoka Tano versus Nest. And we'll go, we're going to use the Executor. So you want to check your bounty hunters. Here Houndstooth, Punishing One. You can bring in Razor Crest if you have it. Xanadu honestly is just about as good, but Xanadu is also good as your first reinforcement. Then IG-2000, Slave One, and we'll bring in Ebon Hawk just for a final ship, although you generally don't ever get there. And I like to go right after their Xanadu. Well, if we are stuck behind Taunt anyways. Let's go and do the Mass Assist. Get a target lock and then throw some damage on a target locked opponent. We'll just do a basic here because when Punishing One does his special, he's going to force Taunt. We'll call in Punishing One with that. And then return the favor. Have Punishing One call in Razor Crest. So now we have marked over there. We've got Taunt on Houndstooth. And we'll bring in Xanadu. That's going to give us the Retribution buff. And we'll call in Punishing One for some damage on their Xanadu. And we're already at the locked debuffs, so we can't lose Taunt. Now we'll stuck behind Taunt on their Houndstooth. Yeah, no one really needs healing. Punishing One is still in a decent spot. We'll go ahead and put marked over here on their Razor Crest. Give them Death Mark. Call in Punishing One. Call in Punishing One. And IG-2000 will finish that off with a double tap. Basic. Pretty easy one. Alright, now we'll move over to... That's all I can do in Vandor, so we'll move over to Malachor. This top left mission is the easiest one, so I'm going to use my Grand Moff Tarkin plus Darkside clones here. I like to go after the Rebel pilot first. Just sitting back there all orange. Odd man out. Got to go after him first. That third ability. Call the assist. Let's throw out some dots. Do the special. Basic with Moff Tarkin. Try and kill him off while he's got Order 66. It's taking the enhanced damage. Sometimes you can get a sec person out while you're working your way through that. And go after one of these soldiers since they've got less health than everyone else right now. I'm not going to do the taunt because I would rather they killed off my Nightfall trooper. Alright, so he just killed off my Nightfall, so he's got death mark, so he becomes my main target. I'll throw out the bombs. Another basic. If we don't need Grand Moff Tarkin's ability this round, I like to try and just do basics with Moff Tarkin and build up the stacks of that triangle buff. That way his next Mind Buff and Make It Rain combination is going to do that much more damage in the next round. So he's up to 4 stacks. That's all he's done so far is basics. And like most fights at the end of this one, I like to just try and fill it with basics when possible. So you're going to want to go after Sabine. I'll throw the grenades. Disarm on her. Spam the specials. Try and get as much damage. We'll do the Mind Buff. Throw the grenades out. Just Make It Rain. That kills her off. Now you can probably put it on auto. We're going to go after Hera next. Chopper's probably going to I'm going to go ahead and target Chopper just with this shot because Disguised Clone Trooper does so much extra damage. Yeah, we might as well see if we can finish him off before Hera gives him... Hera gave him backup plan. Oh, but he had Order 66 when he died, so he can't come back. That's beautiful. Alright, well, let's put it on auto now, since it's just Hera. That's the only mission I'm going to be doing on Malachor today. So we'll move over to Zepho. And the Giant Cow mission is the only one that we have open. So I will go ahead and do that. I like to use my Rebel team here. Han, Chewie, C-3PO, and Threepio and Chewie. It's a really solid control-based team. Just try and keep the other team stunned as much as possible. So we'll go and do a basic on Purge Trooper first, and then do Han's third special for full turn meter. Call in Giant Cow to remove the taunt. Now we're going to do the blind. And then we'll see who didn't get blinded. So this droid is the only one who didn't get blinded. So we're going to start doing basics with Chewie on everyone we can to get tenacity down. Do his first ability to try and stun people. Stun is important here because if people are stunned, then they can't call in the droid, the probe droid. So we'll go ahead and put tenacity down on this other guy. try and knock down Terminator from that first one since he's almost dead. We'll make sure we call in Han. Try and knock down that Terminator again. I'm actually going to call in Chewie to make sure we get tenacity down on this guy. And then try and kill off that guy. It worked. Try and use his stun. That worked. Try and use Han's stun. Alright. Do a basic to finish off this guy. So everyone's got tenacity down and everyone's stunned. So far so good. Alright, we'll do that offensive buff again to try and got one stun but not the other. Calling Han to try and knock down some turn meter or just kill him off outright. Basic and basic will finish that off. So basic will stun off second sister and I'll go ahead and do the damage. Okay, we'll do the insta-kill over here on this guy on the right since second sister's almost dead anyways. And then we'll just go after Purge Trooper here. And finish off second sister and it's done. The enemy never got to take a single turn. Alright, so now we're going to move over to Mandalore. And we'll do the top right mission. I like to use my Jedi Master Mace team up here. With Depa, Jocasta, Temple Guard, and Aayla. It is a full auto team. I'm just going to stay focused on Veers until he's dead, and then you're going to kill everyone except for the probe droid. And when you can get a shot onto Scout Trooper, if he's not invised, you'll go ahead and take it. Like right now, we'll go ahead and target him, get a shot. He's got buff immunity, so he actually can't stealth. So that was convenient. Normally keeps bouncing into stealth every time you hit him. So we'll go after Death Trooper, then we'll kill off the two tanks. Alright, in wave 2 we're going to go after Moff Gideon. If we do manage to get, so like right now we did manage to get Taunt off, so I'm going to go ahead and get a couple shots in on Dark Trooper. No, we get one shot anyways. So, once we get Taunt off a probe droid there, we definitely want to go after Dark Trooper because he's the one who can dish out some hefty damage. Alright, so now it's all in on Dark Trooper. There's really no other threat on the field. Now we'll go after Scout since he is visible, and he's got buff immunity again. Then we'll go to Death Trooper. Well, after we got done with the taunt, got that dispelled, so now we'll finish off Death Trooper, and then we'll finish the tank off. And the last mission we're going to do is the fleet mission here with our Leviathan. Use Fury and B-28 along with the required Gauntlet. And then your first reinforcement is going to be TIE Dagger, then Mark 6, and we'll bring in SithFtr and Scimitar. Either one makes a decent final reinforcement. And so we'll target the BTLY and do this third special. Put it on B28. That's going to put Isolate on the BTLY wing. And we'll go ahead and do the third special here. Try and stick some debuffs on them. They got resisted, but that happens. Do the special here. Mass assist. Get some debuffs out there. Need to get 15 debuffs on the field to unlock our second capital ship ability, the close the hangars. We'll call in TIE Dagger. Do his special. We're going to start getting some unresistible dazes out there because of it. Let's keep all our damage on BTLY. Do a basic here. It's really horrible RNG on this one. Alright, now we're going to go up to the Umbaran. You do want to target Anakin when you bring in this reinforcement, though. So, target Anakin, bring in the Mark 6. That way he gets stunned. And then you're not going to do the insta-kill, you're going to do the third special because you need to get debuffs on the field so you can do your next special and get closer to ultimate. Alright, we'll do the AE. We'll do the middle special on TIE Dagger there. Do the heal. Now we can do the close the hangars. I don't know. It matters who you put it on. I put it on TIE Dagger. We all get critical hit protection. But you're hoping that Anakin should come out and lose his... yes, he lost his buff there. That's going to let him come back. So now we can go ahead and do our basic and kill Anakin off. I'm going to keep on focusing on Umbaran. Alright, we'll take over their capital ship, which is going to give them both fear. Now, it's tempting to do one of the right two abilities, but those will wake them up. And you don't really want to wake them both up at the same time, so I'm just going to do the first ability. I'm actually going to do it on Mark 6. Don't know that it matters who you call. Oh, I had a bomb, darn it. I thought I was going to survive that. Should still be okay, but we'll call in... I'm going to call in SithFtr. Do a basic here. Now we'll go ahead and do, since they're both awake, we'll go ahead and do the that one because it puts thermals on everyone. And the thermals, the nice thing about them is TIE Dagger will assist anytime you're attacking someone who has a thermal detonator. So he's going to start doing some good assist damage. Let's do a basic here. Basic. Now we'll bring in Scimitar. And you gotta kill him a second time. But you can see that even with bad RNG, this you can still win it. You just have to be careful what you do. That was probably about the worst opening I've seen, them killing off the tank that quickly. But If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And you can stick around. I'll be doing my full run with my second account, Darth Balls, next. Thanks for watching.